Thank you for joining me today. My name is Leandra Stephanie Musanga. So basically, I interviewed two employees working at Canadian Tire Corporation at Wayland as corporate customer service representative, bilingual corporate customer service representative. They're both working for full time. I interviewed Julian, Bessie, and I interviewed as well Larissa and Jukes. So they have been working with Canadian Tire for the past 3 years at the customer service department. Their answer will permit me to see how those employees got their job and how interview questions are being answered. I have chosen these two people to interview because I look at their CV and I see they have experience in what they do, and their professional experience in their resume could tell me that they have fruitful work experience, which means they have been preparing for the interview for the past years. So, various questions I asked them 10 questions, and each of them had 15 minutes to answer it. The first question was, what is customer service? How can you improve a dissatisfied customer experience? Describe a time you collaborated with a peer to solve a problem. What will you do if you didn't know how to help a customer? Can be difficult to work with sometimes. Can you describe a situation when a client was wrong and you had to correct them? How will you how will your past coworkers describe you? What will you do if you misunderstood an important task on a job? Give an example. Have you ever had to work under someone who wasn't very good at communication? What happened? How you will handle a customer who is upset about a non-problem with your product or services. So I first started with Julian. So he said for the first question, the assistance and advice provided by a company to those people who buy or use its product or services. He answered the second question by saying, listening, and listening. Never argue with a customer no matter who is at fault. Dissatisfied customers tend to take out their frustration on you. The third question, he said, I made sure we explained the situation, then we both found a solution. The fourth question, he said, when customer asks a question I don't have answer to, I never say I don't know. I will make the effort to find the answers, at least for the sake of acknowledging and professionalism. The fifth question, he said, I had to somehow communicate with the client that the service he wanted wasn't what he wanted. There was no way for us to give him back his money because he used the product till it got damaged. The sixth question, he said, my past co-workers would describe me as a resilient person, a hard worker team member. The seventh question, he said, if I misunderstood an important task, I will make sure I ask our team leader to explain it again. The next question, he said, yes, I had to work with a colleague that was not well at communicating, so I had to communicate slowly with him by explaining him words several times for him to understand. The ninth question, he said, first of all, I will apologize to the customer about the inconvenience. Then I will try to find a solution to his problem as soon as possible to satisfy him. The last question, he said, I quit my previous job because I was relocating. So I had to interview as well Larissa and Jukes. So the first answer to the question I asked was, customer service is the assistance provided by a company to its customers. The second answer she gave me for the second question is, simply by doing an offer or a gift to the customer. The third answer she gave me to the question was, I made sure my colleague and I explained to each other what is wrong. The fourth answer she gave me to the question was, either I called my supervisor or gave advice on what I know perfectly without talking about what I do not know. The fifth answer she gave me was, as a kind and funny person who knows how to be serious when it's time to be serious. The sixth question, she said, I set a goal of taking maybe 10 kg a month. I assured I will meet my objective by taking soya beans every 6 p.m. every day of a month. The next question she answered, I will ask my supervisor. An example is when a case study on the geographic of a field was given to me without the exact